to rock and roll, everyone. Look to your left-hand side, give your best wave, and say bye. See ya. All right, once again, my name is India. I'm going to be your tour guide today. Take a good look, everybody. I'm not driving this tram. If I was, that would be pretty terrifying as I am facing the wrong way. That's why we have an awesome driver with us today. His name is Simon. Everybody say hi, Simon. Yeah. He's going to drive really fast. Around 8 to 9 miles per hour. So hang on tight to each other because there are no seatbelts on this tram. I also have a co-host with me today. You may recognize him from NBC's The Tonight Show, and that's my jam. He is your friend. He is my friend. He's Simon's best friend. It's Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, hey there! You made it! Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure that you get through this experience in one piece. You've got the very best guide.
India.
And the greatest driver.
Simon.
They're the best. I love that. Even though
Simon
owes me $5. I know you guys are excited to get on the tour, but first, a few safety rules.
That's right, everybody. We do have some safety rules we need to go over. First, if you need guest assistance or have a medical emergency, or if you drop something of value off of the side of the tram or have any sound or video issues, reach out and grab that red emergency cord that runs along the center of the ceiling of the tram, and I'll be back to assist you as soon as it is safe to do so. Otherwise, during the entire tour, please stay seated and keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Remember to use the red cord above your head if you need any assistance. The studio is private property, and if at any time during the tour you drop your phone or you just can't wait to use the restroom, pull the red cord and remain seated. And please no smoking of any kind during the tour. That includes the vaping. And be prepared, everyone. Our tour today features loud noises, sudden tram movements, fire effects, and many water effects. You'll want to have your cameras out for great photo opportunities, but keep an eye on them so they don't get wet. And finally, for your safety and for those around you, please do not use selfie sticks while we are on board. All right, everyone. The fun has begun. We have officially left the theme park, and now we are entering in our working studio where we work on commercials, TV shows, music videos, and of course movies right here in Universal City. And because we are a city, that means we have a fire station. To your right-hand side, you're going to see Fire Station 51. We are going to be seeing a lot of fake stuff today, but that, in fact, is real. And because we are a city, we have a fire station, we have medical services, a sheriff's station, a zip code, a Starbucks. Because we would not be a city without Starbucks. Now, if you look on your screen, you're going to see Mr. Carl Laemmle. Now, Carl Laemmle, he founded Universal Studios on March 15th of 1915. Now, when he first opened Universal, he had around 230 acres of land, and now we are at a whopping 400 acres of land, purely for entertainment purposes. To your left-hand side, you're going to see the very first soundstage of the tour, everybody. That is Soundstage 12. It is our oldest and largest soundstage that we have here on the lot, which we are about to enter our front lot, everybody. So we are broken up into two different lots here. We have a front lot as well as a back lot. Now, our front lot houses most of our sound stages as well as our production offices, and our back lot is more of those large-scale sets. So to your left-hand side, you're going to see some more sound stages. And this is where we filmed Bel Air, which is the dramatic reboot of Fresh Prince of Bel Air, starring Jabari Banks. Take a look.
You just got me water when you get so what is you put egg on the cheese, you put cheese on the eggs, on the cheese. It's right. Whoa, how many seats do you think are in there? I don't know, it's gotta be a lot. Man, we could probably fit the whole Bel Air cast and crew. No, we gotta get one of these for the mansion. And for sure, you're lucky for y'all, the Banks Family Mansion lives right here on Universal Lot. Right. Some of Bel Air's most pivotal scenes have been filmed right here. Jabari, what have been your most memorable moments? I don't know, I mean, there's so many to choose from. You know, I love the foyer set when Will first enters, and at that moment, his life changes forever. What about you? Well, the Bel Air Academy gym set is here too, and I remember you having to sit in that cold ice bath for hours. Yeah. And that was really fun. I can't feel my toes. No, but seriously, my favorite part of this lot is the talented crew who put it all together from hair, wardrobe, makeup, set design, props, and transportation. Yes, yo, Transpo's the best, and they have the sweetest rides for us to play with. Actually, speaking of, if we're gonna get a ride like this, we'd better go talk to Transpo now and let these people get back to their tour. Yeah, that sounds good. As long as I get to drive. Oh, not if I've got the keys. Oh, not totally. Come on, man.
Now we have 36 sound stages in total. That's a lot of sound stages. 12 is our largest, but another very large sound stage is Soundstage 14. Now some pretty awesome TV shows that filmed there, including the Mindy Project starring the DKB, as well as the revival season of Saved by the Bell, 6 entire seasons of Superstore. But not only do we film TV shows in these sound stages, but movies as well. Movies I'm sure you've seen, like Jurassic Park did a lot of filming in science Now, Ron Howard, he did get his start in television, and a lot of these 9 sound stages around us here in the front lot were home to shows such as The Jeffersons, the original One Day at a Time, Who's the Boss, as well as recent TV shows, including one of my favorites, That's Never Have I Ever. But to your left-hand side, it's our first celebrity sighting, everybody. It's Ted. And Ted is giving us a toast because he is getting his very own series. It's going to be a prequel to the films. And I know we are all going to laugh because it's produced by none other than Seth MacFarlane. Also to your left-hand side, you're going to see production bungalows. Now, yes, you know what is a production bungalow. Well, first we have 3 stages of production. We have pre-production, production, and post-production. And a lot of pre-production can happen in these bungalows that you see on your left-hand side here. Now, pre-production is when a producer comes in and they can utilize the space to find a director. Pre-production is also when they do casting of other actors. So right now, 7 of those production companies are here. Monkey Pop Productions is also in this space, and that is Jordan Peele's production company. Mark Platt is also in our bungalows, and Mark Platt is bringing Wicked to the big screen in 2 parts. Part 1 in 2024 and Part 2 in 2025, starring Cynthia Erivo as Alphaba and Ariana Grande as Glinda. Now, to your left-hand side, you're going to see some of our newest sound stages. Now, these look very different from our other ones, and that's because they have production offices attached to them, as well as dressing rooms. So the first thing to film in there was Hairspray Live back in 2016. The TV show Keenan also filmed in there, starring Kenan Thompson, which you may recognize from Saturday Night Live or All That, one of my favorites. And revival seasons of Will and Grace, they also filmed in these new sound stages. But recently, it was home to Lopez versus Lopez. So yes, all of these productions, they did film inside of these new sound stages, but we also utilized our backlot, which we are now entering. Welcome to the backlot, everybody. Again, this is where we have a lot of those large-scale sets. Now, the first large-scale set you're going to be seeing today are the Metropolitan sets. We like to call them our Metro sets. They take up about 4 acres out of the 400 acres that we have here. And that's a little sneak peek of our New York Street right there. But before we get to that, to your right-hand side, you're going to see a bit of our Brownstone Street and Central Park. Now, this Central Park was used as Paris and Billie Eilish's music video for Amazon Prime Day. And these brownstones you may recognize from Bruce Almighty, starring Jim Carrey.
Grace, the dog!
I'm in the shower.
Inside bad, outside good. Inside bad, outside good. Oh, you're done now. Great. Beautiful.
All right, everybody, get those cameras out. I'm going to argue that this is our second celebrity sighting. Welcome to Courthouse Square. Now, Courthouse Square is famously known as Hidden Valley from Back to the Future, starring Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd, the very famous clock tower. It's to your left-hand side.
It was actually the back lot of the Courthouse Square that inspired the entire climax of Back to the Future.
I had seen something in the clock tower on that ledge. There was a ledge about that wide. And I was standing inside looking at the ledge, and I already had vertigo. I just thought there's no way in the world, no way I'm going to stand on that. I was up there for quite a while. Of course, I had a cable.
And the sequel series to our popular 90s sci-fi drama Quantum Leap was filming on the lot, which requires era-specific changes to the look of each location, and they did a lot of filming right here in Courthouse Square. And for each episode, the backlot sets were decorated to reflect the different years visited by our time-traveling hero, played by Raymond Lane. Now you can check that out on NBC, as well as the Peacock. So, from small town to big city, everybody, we are headed to our New York Street. So, on our New York Street, we have our own financial district, which we like to call Fide-Eye. We have our own theater district and our very own Macy's. So my co-host, Jimmy Fallon, he feels right at home. Isn't that right, Jimmy?
Hey everyone, welcome to New York! I got my start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighborhood. Once got mugged over there by an old woman. Tough lady. This is my favorite hot dog guy. Hey buddy, how's it going? Remember me? No. Just like old times. Gotta love New York City. Hey! I'm walking here! Hey, it's cool guys. I was just walking there. So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro sets. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here on the Universal lot.
Thanks for that, Jimmy. Okay, so I went ahead and paused your screens right here. Now, if you look closely to your screen, you will see that, yeah, sure, that really does look like New York, Virginia's, right? We've got the yellow taxi cab behind him, the hot dog stand there, the extras in the background really feel like a full city, right? But if you look on either side of you right now, it sort of seems like a blank canvas. And that's because it is. A set design needs to come in to create the space to be whatever the script requires. So it is called New York Street, yes, but it has been other cities before. It's been San Francisco, Seattle, and even Chicago, like you might have seen in Blues Brothers.
When the Pinto fell and you saw it land and make this big hole in the street, that was on the Backlot. We dropped it from a crane. You dig like that in Chicago. Not a good idea.
When people ask me of all of the movies I've ever done, what was the most satisfying, the most fun, I've got to say Blues Brothers. We got to sing, we got to dance, got to drive, and trained with the best stunt people in the world, and got to be an actor and a writer. So it was a good piece of work.
Danny called John America's Death because if he walked in anybody's house.
During the shooting of the movie, John was missing. We couldn't find him.
Danny went off looking for him and saw a light on in this one house and knocked on the door.
I said, sir, we're doing a movie down here. We're looking for one of our actors. Oh, John, yeah, he's on my couch. He came in, he had a snack a couple hours ago. He's sleeping. He was America's Guest. I mean, literally that happened.
Now, one of my favorite movies did some filming over here, and that is Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, starring Macaulay Culkin as Kevin McAllister. Now, I'm going to go ahead and play this scene one more time for Bruce Almighty.
Place the dog!
Now, these brownstones were the same brownstones that they used in Home Alone 2. When Kevin's on top of the brownstones and he throws the bricks down at the sticky bandits, same brownstones. Now, if you remember that scene in Home Alone 2, it takes place at night. But at the time, Macaulay Culkin was just a child actor and he wasn't legally allowed to film at night. So set design, they came into the rescue and they threw a very large black tarp over our Metropolitan sets to make it seem like it was nighttime. Now, they do this a lot while filming. Check it out.
Nice place, huh?
Alright, everybody, so from the concrete jungle to the real jungle, we are headed to Skull Island.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct movies. I saw that movie on TV when I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I wanted to become a filmmaker. I like films that just take you away from your real life and speak up. Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost
Let's go to
island,
Skull
you're
Island.
encountering monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times. So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island, and it's great to have you along for the ride. Now, we have created this 3D immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, but just have them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island.
Alright, everyone, I've been to Skull Island many times, and every time I go, it is a big bumpy ride. So please remain seated at all times, keeping your arms and legs fully inside the vehicle. Hang on tight to those belongings, hang on tight to those phones. We also ask that you please do not use any type of flash photography, even while recording, as this will scare the dinosaurs. Alright, everyone, go ahead and put on those 3D glasses, and welcome to Skull Island. Give it up for King Kong 360 3D, everyone. Yay! We did it. Nice work, everybody.
And T-Rexes from the other side. Working on a movie, we always know where people are looking. They're looking straight ahead. They're looking at the shot that we're working on. Here, you have to take into account that people are looking in all directions. Also, one of the things about this ride, unlike the movies that we're used to working on, there's no cuts.
Now, my favorite part of that is when you see our tram getting taken onto the screen itself, and right then and there, what we call our tram a picture car. A picture car is any sort of vehicle that you see on the screen. It could be a tram, a boat, an airplane, a Fast and Furious car. What? Get those cameras out, everybody, because we have some pretty awesome picture cars here on our Universal Studios lot, and you may find that your favorite one just so happens to be here. Now, my favorite one is actually this first one right here, this yellow Deuce Coupe from American Graffiti. American Graffiti was directed by George Lucas before he went on to do Star Wars. I also love the Back to the Future Part 2 vehicles because those are the ones that can fly. Let's go back to 2015, everybody. That was a great year of flying cars. And speaking of flying cars, we also have the Ford Anglia from Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. They used 17 different picture cars for that one Ford Anglia. They've got the gyrosphere from Jurassic World. Another personal favorite of mine is the Crawdaddy from Jordan Peele's Us. And take a look at this big bad tank. It's gonna blow stuff up, right? It's actually made out of plywood, so it can blow up in itself and look absolutely amazing while doing so. So our tram made a cameo, a small appearance on Skull Island, but it's made many cameos in different movies and TV shows. Take a look. Now, picture cars can take us into different worlds, different lands, and perhaps even different parks. Maybe your favorite park. Looks like the park we are headed to right now is my friend John's favorite park.
To Jurassic Park.
Welcome to Jurassic Park, everybody. So a lot of these set pieces, props, and the picture cars that you see on either side of you through here are from the original Jurassic Park movies, the first three. Now, the first Jurassic Park film is celebrating its 30th anniversary this year. Now, to your left-hand side, we'll see the mobile lab from Jurassic Park Lost Way. And wait a minute, everybody. The dinosaurs have escaped their cages and are inside of the mobile lab. Hopefully they're not anywhere else, but just to be safe, keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle. I'm not sure where they are or if they've eaten. Now, if you do have any snacks, there they are everywhere. I had no idea that was going to happen. I hope everybody's okay. Now this dinosaur to your left-hand side. Don't worry, it doesn't spit. But we do call it a Haphosaurus. Not a Spinosaurus. Thank you. Now if you look on your screen, you will see the mobile lab in action. We've got a couple trick zipper slaves. Alright, now that feather you hear, just a sound effect coming from the speaker. Pretty simple, right? The lightning as a strobe light. Again, simple. I'm going to go ahead and key in some rain here to your left-hand side. Excellent. Now, this rain is coming from a sprinkler. So, again, everything is very simple, yet very effective. And we have complete control over this weather. We dark, scary, dramatic, something to this effect. Or we can take it back a notch and we can have it be subtle, romantic even. But sometimes, if you do let this go on for too long, something else will definitely happen. Attraction that we had here on the Universal Studios tour made its debut in 1968. And don't worry, all of that water is recycled and we use it for the next flash flood. Now you may recognize it from Lady Gaga's music video Judas, or the movie Big Fat Liar starring Paul Giamatti, Frankie Muniz, and Amanda Bynes.
You can't outrun the Wolf King!
Yeah, we'll see about that. Also, this is Paul Giamatti's stunt double. No Paul Giamatti's were harmed in making of the stunt. Welcome to 6 Points. Now, 6 Points are the Western sets that we have here. Now, there's sort of an homage to the original Western sets that were first built in 1915 when Carl Lindley first opened Universal Studios. Now, recently, Quentin Tarantino filmed his 9th movie here, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Margot Robbie, and Brad Pitt. Now, if you look on either side of you here, you're going to see some really big doors and also some really small doors. Now, this was done on purpose when they were making those old westerns. They used to have the cowboys stand in front of the smaller doors to make them appear bigger than they actually were. And the more dainty characters would stand in front of the larger doors to make them seem smaller than they actually were. So movie magic right there for you. All right, everybody. Our tour is now approximately at the halfway mark, so I just want to remind everyone to stay seated during the entire tour. The studio is private property. If you drop your phone or you just can't wait to use the restroom, pull the cord to get my attention, and I will be back to assist you, but do remain seated on the trail. All right, everybody. And to your left-hand side, you're going to see Park Lake. Now, Park Lake is one of the 2 bodies of water that we have here on our lot. We have Park Lake as well as Falls Lake. Now, Park Lake has been used in many movies and TV shows such as The Good Place, as well as Desperate Housewives. Desperate Housewives, we did film 8 seasons here on our lot. But would you believe that Park Lake was also the lagoon in Creature from the Black Lagoon? So from the 1920s until around the 1950s, Universal Studios was known as the Monster Movie Studio. That's because we made movies such as Creature from the Black Lagoon, Dracula, Frankenstein, The Wolfman, The Mummy, The Invisible Man.
When we think of Universal, we think of monsters. Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, Bride of Frankenstein, The Mummy, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, The Invisible Man,
Phantom of the Opera.
classic films are just brilliantly made.
That Frankenstein image,
Flathead,
it's one of the great icons of the world.
That to me was like the essence of the Universal horror film. I was just mesmerized by this movie. Boris Karloff, Lon Chaney.
I remember the original Universal Studios Mummy movie really scaring me.
They still ring in our memories now, and we love them.
All right, everybody, we are about halfway through the tour. We have been through a lot, flash floods, many dinosaurs, talking about monsters here. We deserve some time on the beach. The closest beach is Amity Island, and I hope everybody's okay with that. Now, this is from Jaws, directed by Steven Spielberg. Came out in 1975. Wait a minute, is that music by John Williams? No, it is. We're in trouble, everybody. Please remain seated at all times, keeping your arms and legs fully inside of the vehicle if you want to keep them, because it looks like there is a shark in the water right now. Hey, wait a minute, George. Wait, George, he's also in the water. George, he's our diver. It's his very first day. He has absolutely no idea what he's doing. George, I know it's your first day. It's also George's last day. Everyone, all right. Well, I think if we hide behind this dock right here, we should be totally fine. These very large gasoline tanks will keep us safe. Uh-oh, the shark has the dock. Whoa! Okay. is not ideal. But you know what? At least there's no sign of a shark, am I right? Oh wait! Another close call, everyone. So that is a mechanical shark, and it works incredibly well. Unlike the sharks that they used in the movie Jaws. Now, they made 3 different mechanical sharks for that film, and they were all made for freshwater and not saltwater. So as soon as the shark hit the saltwater, it sank to the bottom of the ocean on the very first day of filming. So the crew, they ended up nicknaming the film Flaws.
That's like a line shark. The shark was frustrating. It didn't really work all the time. It didn't work hardly at all.
Wherever you were on the island, you could hear the radio voices. They were always saying, the shark is not working. Repeat, the shark is not working.
We just waited around. We just waited and waited and waited. The shark worked well enough for a while there, and everything was good all the time. So I really owe the shark a lot.
Now this house was first constructed in Soundstage 12 before they later brought it out here to our backlot. Kind of gives you an idea of how large the soundstages really are. And Chicken Ranch here is what we consider a practical set, which means we can film on the inside of this house as well as the outside of the house. And just behind it here is what we call a one-sided facade. Now to your left-hand side, you'll see the opening to Colonial Street. Now Colonial Street got its name because there used to be more colonial style houses down that street, but now it's more like a modern day suburb. Again, one of my favorite shows, Never Have I Ever. They did a lot of filming inside of Soundstage 19 on our front lot. But Davey's beautiful yellow house that is down Colonial Street. Now you may also recognize Colonial Street as Wisteria Lane from Desperate Housewives.
If there is one thing everyone in suburbia can appreciate, it's a good neighbor.
We are approximately 15 minutes from the end of the tour. We'll be returning to the theme park shortly. Remember to pull the emergency cord if you need assistance and remain seated at all times. Alright, get those cameras out, everybody. We are approaching our second round of picture cars here. And that green car right there belongs to Mr. B. The yellow car with the black stripes, that is Bumblebee. You might also recognize the Duesenberg back there from The Mummy. So, we have some pretty awesome superhero-esque cars, everybody. We really do. But I don't think that they can save us from their neighbor. Because I hear their neighbor is a little psycho. Welcome to Bates Motel, everyone. This is from Alfred Hitchcock's movie Psycho. Came out in 1960. They've got 12 rooms and 12 vacancies. I don't know why. Looks pretty inviting to me. You know, I hear their showers are to die for. They are really killer. Now, Alfred Hitchcock was a contracted director here at Universal Studios, which means he was contracted to do several films at a time. He even had his own production bungalow on our lot. Bungalow 5195 has his very famous silhouette next to those numbers to this day. And it looks like Norman Bates is home right now, everybody, so we're just going to try to get by here quickly. Hey, Norman, we were just passing through. Norman, what are you doing, Norman? Well, everyone, I think we just went from bad to worse. Welcome to the set of War of the Worlds. War of the Worlds was directed by Steven Spielberg
about a vision that Steven had.
You first again to sit down to talk about boring. What if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood?
Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Listen to me. Listen, here, man. Listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Now I'm closed. Robbie, get in.
Tell him again, Tom.
Get in.
Now that aircraft to your left-hand side is a real 747. So airplanes are only legally allowed to fly so many miles before they have to be retired and go to an airplane graveyard. So production went to an airplane graveyard, and that's where they got their aircraft. And they recently stopped making 747s. So it's kind of cool that we have one here on our backlot. Now, if you looked closely to the aircraft, you would have seen that there was no one inside of there. That was actually a creative choice on Steven Spielberg's end, as he thought it would be more mysterious if the plane were to crash and have nobody inside of it when it did so. Now, Universal Studios has been so fortunate to work a generation of highly directors, including Steven Spielberg as well as Alfred Hitchcock, and now we are thrilled to partner with Academy Award winner Jordan Peele. So in just a moment, we're going to be entering Jupiter's Claim, and these are the actual sets from his latest thriller, Nope.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible notion and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Claim, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky G. Park. Over there, look into the winking well and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Show. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? Why? A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience, built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. It's not looking so live anymore. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fence, the gold rush frontier town, lies a sinister secret. It is smack dab in the center of the UFO hotspot. Welcome to the world of No.
We should take a note from Jordan Peele and get out. I don't think it was very safe for us to be there. Nope. It sure wasn't. And honestly, everybody, I feel like it was so scary. I just want to call or be with my family. So it's a good thing my family is right next door. All right, everybody, we've been talking so much about movies. I think we should go into a movie ourselves. I'm thinking something fast. And something furious. So go ahead and get those 3D glasses ready. Now you don't need to put them on just yet, but do have them in hand. Now entering a movie is dangerous business. We've done it before. You have to remain seated at all times, keeping your arms and legs fully inside of the vehicle. Hang on tight to those belongings, hang on tight to those phones. We also ask that you please do not use any type of flash photography, even while recording. Now you don't need those 3D glasses in the room we are about to enter, or even the next room, but I will definitely let you know when to put on those glasses, everyone.
This is Agent Novak with an FBI alert about individuals who are not authorized to be involved in the witness protection operation I'm heading up with my FBI team. Be on alert for Dominic Toretto, an ex-convict who has broken laws throughout the U.S. and around the world. Despite his checkered past, Toretto and his crew were recruited by Agent Luke Hobbs to assist U.S. diplomatic security missions and was granted a pardon for the crimes he committed. protecting Dom. Her ordeals have impaired her memory, but she always remembers two things. She's got Dom's back, and he has hers.
Hey, yo! They just got here. All right, I got it. But listen, hello, beautiful people, particularly you right there missing the third row. How you doing? Good? My name is Roman Pierce. Pleased to meet you. My buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you Shaw for a while. Brought you in our secret spot. We're having a few friends over. It's a little messy, but it's all good. The more the merrier. Especially you right there in that third row. You know what I'm saying? So look, see over there? That's Hobbs' urban assault vehicle. Best truck the U.S. government can buy. But that work of art back over there is made by my man Tej. Think of it as like a Mona Lisa on wheels.
Excellent. So did you break it down to them?
What's that?
You had one job to do, only one. All right, look, guys, we're gonna keep Shaw from finding you, but to keep you safe, we need your help. We don't want the syndicate tracking us here, so put away your cameras and turn off your cell phones. One flash or one ringtone can give us away.
I need y'all to take this real serious.